All right, guys, I think we're going live. I'm just going to walk through a couple of houses that have come on the market in the last day. I'm going to try to start doing these regularly and take a look at what's going on with a few of these houses and kind of compare across areas and see what's going on in the market right now that looks good, looks bad, and everything in between. So I'm going to start with a little comparison of some similar homes in different areas. They're not exactly the same, but I feel like it's a good indication. This first one on the screen is actually just down the road from my apartment here in Bellevue. It's a nice little home. I can show you on a map where that is exactly. So it's going to be in this sort of southwest Nashville area. For context, Franklin, Murfreesboro, Nashville. So we can see that. And then, so this is a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath house, 1,500 square feet. It's actually a little bit towards the high end in Bellevue for a price per square foot at $215. But it looks like it's a pretty nice, cute little house from the outside. 2-car garage. And if we take a look at some of the pictures, the finishes are a little bit dated. You have these older style appliances. And it probably needs a little bit of care and TLC, but it's a nice little property for somebody who wants to come in. And right now in the market, a lot of people move into the area really want to change out carpets, paint the walls, change out finishes, and make it their own. This privacy fence backyard is, and I don't know if it's exactly a privacy fence, but it's pretty close, is really nice, and it looks like it's near a little park area that you can walk to. It looks like a cute little neighborhood. Just to take a quick look at some of the other things, HOA fee is not too high. It's on about a 1/4 acre, which is fairly normal. But yeah, just a simple little house. It's a good starter house at this price and current interest rates. It's going to be a fairly small monthly payment. Taxes are not too terribly bad. And it's fresh on the market. It's an interesting house in Bellevue. This next one's in Thompson Station, south of Franklin, and I think Thompson Station is really starting to take off. There's a lot of nice builds going in down there, and I think it's the sort of commuter community for Franklin. It's a great place to live. There's a lot of good deals to be found compared to other places around the city, and it's a great place to start looking. So I'll show you where that one is on the map. It's going to be down here south of Nashville. Sorry, I'm looking left and right. I've got so many screens going on. So just taking a look here, south of Franklin, short little drive if you work in the area. Oh, that's the next one. So if we take a look at some of the pictures of the house, I kind of like this yellow. It's love it or hate it, I'm guessing, but I think it looks pretty cute. And the corner lots are always a little bit controversial, but I really like the landscaping that we have going on here. And this little side patio thing we'll see in a minute looks pretty nice. This is actually the front patio here. You can see a little walkway down to the sidewalk, which again is pretty nice. I like this front door. The finishes are really nice on the inside. I like the hardwood. When we get to the kitchen, I like this granite and cabinet combination. It's not necessarily the modern sort of black and white, gray and white that we're seeing everywhere, but it is nice and I like it. And some non-beige or gray paint colors, but I think it looks good. It looks like it came together, and it's a nice house for somebody that's ready to come in to it. Here's this beautiful patio out here, and it's a little bit exposed to the street, but you can fix that with plants, curtains, or just have the neighbors over for a barbecue. 2-car garage, and then these are some pictures of the sort of neighborhood area that it's in. Again, Thompson Station has a lot of these nicely finished, good sizes. It's a little higher price per square foot than the house in Bellevue, but we saw that one needed some work. And Bellevue is sort of on the cheaper end of Nashville right now. It's a sort of next place, I think. So if we take a look, this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and the Bellevue house I think was a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath. I don't think I mentioned that. On 0.2 acres, a little smaller lot. The HOA is, so that's going to be about $110 a month, which is a lot. That's a high HOA, but cheaper than a lot of places in Murfreesboro, and still a nice neighborhood. It looks like the neighborhood is clean and well cared for. And I'm kind of looking at these as I go through them with you. They're all brand new on the market. So that's in Thompson Station. This next one is going to be a slightly larger home, actually a substantially larger home in Franklin. And we'll look at where exactly that one is. Sort of on the southeast side of Franklin. But good access. It's good access to the highway. I think it looks like it's far enough away that you're not going to be getting too much highway noise. Right near a little golf course, and good access for getting to downtown, getting out to the other suburbs, and getting to Franklin. So overall, seems like a good location without being there. You have to go always see a house, and in one individual neighborhood, the location can change. And this is a slightly larger home, but let's take a look at some of these pictures. Good opening. This photography, as a side note, could be a little bit cleaner. These aren't super high quality pictures. There's nothing inherently wrong with them other than that they aren't crisp, but in general you want to see better quality photos than this on a listing. I like this kitchen. It's a little bit different and a kind of a couple different styles paired together, but I think I like it. It's unique and has some character to it. Could use some updating, but I like that. It's got a separate laundry room, which is always a big benefit. A separate tub in the master. I know a lot of people look for that, and really excited when they see it. It's got a great backyard patio here with the flagstone. It's very cool. So yeah, I would like to see a slightly larger covered area on the back patio for this house, but that could always be added in. I mean, you have to deal with what's in code and permits and everything, but you can always find out some way to, spend more time out there. But yeah, this is a nice house in Franklin, and it's on the lower end of the price scale in Franklin. Let's take a look at the price per square foot. $203. So this is actually the lowest price per square foot that we've seen, and Franklin is not typically like that. I'm seeing if there's anything that stands out to me immediately as an issue with it. It's on a fairly small amount of land here, but that's still plenty. I mean, it's anything from around that 0.18 number to 0.3 is going to be what you think of as a normal suburban yard. $58 a month HOA is not horrible. See, property taxes are also not terrible. So yeah, I'm not seeing anything in particular that's bringing the price of this house down. Maybe once you get inside, the finishes aren't quite as nice, or there might be something else going on in the neighborhood. But it could be a good opportunity in Franklin. And again, slightly larger home, but good one to take a look at. This next one is actually going to be in Green Hills area, near my office. And so we're looking at just a little ways from Lipscomb. Fairly good access. There's a lot of cool coffee shops over in this area. And then easy access to downtown as well. Interesting location to see for sure. And that's the next one. The finishes in this one, if I remember correctly, are really cute. It's a smaller house. Actually, let's look at that first. It's going to be a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It's actually bigger than I think the Bellevue house and the Thompson Station house were. But I like this sort of older hardwood and seeing that come through, and it's got the white paint on the outside, modern trends. But I like the paint colors. I like the trim. This kitchen is really cool. It's herringbone backsplash pan in the oven. Nice appliances. Gotta love a vent over your stove. I cook with a lot of high heat cooking, and my place always smells after I get done cooking. So I would love to have that. The looks like fairly recent renovations here in the bathroom. Here's the master, another separate tub, and the standalone tub style is fun. It's everybody has their own preference, but cool to see. A separate laundry room, and it looks like it might have some closet space in the laundry room, which is nice. I don't know if those are utility closets. The backyard looks like it could use some cleanup, but it's a large area out there. The fire pit looks really nice. Let's see some of the information on the house. Actually built in 1949, so I don't know when renovations have been done or not, and you have to take a look at the lead-based paint and other materials that have since been excluded from use and see what all's been done with those over the years. It's on 0.35 acres, which is the largest land size that we've looked at. Maybe that's why the house doesn't look so small. I don't know if you guys saw this dog here. That's kind of cute. Gotta pose him with the house. Taking a look at everything else. School zones in this area can get a little tricky because there's a lot of private schools that are the intended use. Nashville property taxes have seen a bit of an increase, although this isn't absurd. I've seen a lot higher than this. I don't know what the appraisal and assessment are for that record. Certainly be worth a look if you're looking in Nashville right now. It says it has a one-car detached garage. I don't remember seeing that in the pictures, but obviously that's not as nice as all the other houses that we've looked at with the two-car. And you have a lot of yard space that you're gonna have to take care of, so you gotta fit a lawnmower in there. Yeah, I think this is an interesting little house in Green Hills. 315 a square foot is around normal. I've seen everything from the upper 200s to who knows how much in Green Hills. You can get into the really high-end houses with finishes that drive that price per square foot up to enormous numbers. But yeah, I think that's a cool little house. It's very cute on the outside and certainly something to look at. This one I wanted to show you guys is this house actually was flooded last week in the storm. It's in Brentwood, or 2 weeks ago in the storm. It's in Brentwood, but I wanted to show it to you guys because here's where it is in Brentwood, just south of Forest Hills in Green Hills, a little north of Franklin. I wanted to show it to you guys because the market right now is actually really looking for houses that people can sort of make their own. They can work in the, change the flooring out, paint the walls, change the finishes. And so this house, although it was flood damaged and needs all new flooring and quite a lot of work, is actually not at a terrible price. These people have decided to sell rather than repair. I don't know if that was an insurance issue or it could have been anything that led to that decision. But you'd have to go into some detailed inspections, and this is going to have to be cash or something closer to a hard money purchase to get it fixed up for an investor or somebody. However, it's interesting to see that is still at a $250 per square foot purchase price. It's on about an acre, so that's a little bit high. It's really, an equivalent to something else that we've looked at. It's going to be lower than that. You're paying for the land as much as anything. And it looks like it's beautiful land. They've got all these trees grown in, nice landscaping. But I just figured I'd show you that even houses that need a lot of work are still going on the market, and there's still a lot of interest and activity in them. I might keep you guys posted if I see that this sells and what it sells for. But yeah, and these are tricky flips, so they might have a little bit of trouble with floods. You never know what all you have to work, what damage. You have to be really careful in your inspection period and your due diligence. But they can be great returns if you don't have too many issues to fight with. So yeah, that's all I have to show you guys for today. Let me know if you have any thoughts on what this sort of video was like, and if you want to see anything else differently. I'll maybe get my screen sorted out so I'm not looking way over here or whatever. But yeah, let me know, and I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. All right, have a good one. Bye.